Hey there everybody, welcome back to the FTB server that I play on with my friends. I'm Azuzu, and today I'm going to be updating the sorting system to red power. A red power sorting system. But before I can do that, I'm going to need to get power for red power, which I will accomplish with a kinetic engine and a kinetic generator and a wooden sail. I think it's the wooden sails. What is it? No, I want this one. Yeah. Wooden wind turbine. So I need to get this bad boy. I'm going to put it up on this mountain here. I'm not going to do anything fancy like I did with the windmill. I'll just make basically a domed structure. Anyways, oh yeah, the twirly-doos right here from the chunk loader down in the warehouse. I wanted to see where the boundary was for see what's loaded. I'm going to have to bump it up by one more chunk on either side if I recall correctly. Anyways, I will get back to this as soon as I got the windmill up and I start getting power stored. We now have wind turbine power. Just woke up. Well, woke up some from sleeping in this game. But we now have wind turbine power, which isn't too bad. As you can see in here, it's slowly powering up the daisy chain effect. Slowly but surely. Actually, how does that... much wear and tear? Oh, not much. That's not too bad. I like this one too. Then I have this little thing right here, which I'm going to make it look pretty here in the future. But now that power is sorted out, and this boy is all powered up, so this is a powered up sorting machine. This is a non-powered up sorting machine. And I think this blinks and moves and does all kinds of crazy cool looking things when it's up and running. But that's good to go now. The next step is to get everything that was put into the diamond pipes into here. And for that, we just go down to my secret stash. I learned early on when I was making sorting systems in here that if there's ever a mistake or something goes missing or whatever happens, you always need a stash of items. So, here's all the items that are sorted in the sorting system right now. A little bit daunting, but yeah, it's there, all there. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to hike all this stuff upstairs with a couple crystal chests and then start working on the sorting system. And I'll take out all those pipes again. What am I looking for? I'm looking for one of these. Give me 3 of them. I'll need one for my inventory. So anyways, now that that is, oh god, now that that's up there, I will go ahead and be right back when I have all of this place cleared out and I start setting up the sorting system. Just to show everyone some of the process that I go through when working on one of these. Right now it's a little different because I'm replacing pipes and whatnot. So I have all my legacy pipes in here. That is some input delay. What is going on? That's not good. Anyways, the way that I work through this is I have my stuff of undone or unsorted or whatever. So right now I just have the base blocks, ores that need to be processed, bees, and cooked food, which I need to work out as well. Over here is my old pipes, new pipes in my inventory is over here, plus all the paint brushes that I'm using for this setup. But essentially, this is what I've got so far. I have all these sorting machines up here with all the stuff. I did organics and trees first. Now I'm doing mob drops and precious and what the fuck ores, or WTF ores, sorry. Here's some more precious, and then I'll start doing Zacorodite, Zycraft ores, and magical, what is that, Thaumcraft ores? But essentially it'll just look essentially like this. It'll just be one tube going down on each side, and then here it'll be load balanced between 3 routers per pod. That way we don't have any overflow issues, and I'll hook these puppies up with, I think, machine filter and speed boost, and maybe even some bandwidth, depending on how much junk comes in. But yeah, it's coming along pretty good. And you see here I have covers, or panels, I think these are panels of covers, going down and covering up so nothing touches. But essentially, those 2 pods, the 2 pods down here, these 2 pods, and I'm working on precious materials now. Actually, no, precious materials are done, minus the processing line for iridium and uranium. Next, I will be working on the magical stuff, so all these pups, and then I'll start working on ore processing, and I think that's pretty much it as far as this goes. If I was working with a, what's it called, Buildcraft sorting system, oh boy, something's not right now. There we go. If I was working with a Buildcraft sorting system, I would have an extra chest for completely sorted items, so it'd be like unsorted, sorted, so I would know what I'm done with. Anyways, everything's coming along pretty nicely, I have to say. I'm pretty happy right now. And what I'll do is I'll put wood covers down here on the bottom, and then I'll put glass on top so we can see the sorting happen from the top, but not from below. Because I just like it being separated like that. So, not bad. Not bad at all. Anyways, I'm going to keep trudging along, and I will be back soon. Ho ho ho. I've completed it, and I'm 90% sure it works. So, here we go. The input is right here, which I haven't set because I'm a big dum-dum. Boom. There we go. Warehouse input is now set. So, two sortrons here, which don't have any filtering set up at all. Or not sortrons, sorting machines, which basically just tells things to go down the black path. It was the only feasible way that I can think about using these without having a timer or something like that. So, easy peasy, does that. This one right here is for organics and WTF items. And then from there, it just continuously sorts and slowly refines down. All of them have black as the unsorted path, and it works really freaking well. Down here is when it starts getting kind of funny with the mead hall input and the mead hall food for furnace. I haven't really set up or figured out how to do even distribution between the pod and like here, like such as a diamond pipe where it does a 50-50 split and then goes from there. I haven't figured out how to do that yet, but I will soon. My assumption is I'll have to put carrots and stuff like that, all those types of items in some kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. My brain's hurting already thinking about it, and I just wanted to get this working. It continues down on this way to here, where there's a buffer, and buffers connect to, it's essentially the red power to Buildcraft conjunction thing, and then I have the thing for bees, and it ends with, oh, it's supposed to end with unsorted send only. There we go. Just send only. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, and this one right here is for the incinerator downstairs, which I just recently made. That's for stuff like cobblestone at the moment. That's the only thing I remember that was being incinerated. Anyways, let's go ahead and go downstairs and check out what I did down here. I increased input, as you can see. These are all pulverizers, powered furnaces with filters underneath, and the filters pull all the magical goodness out. And it's essentially all the way down to here. I was trying to use buffers, but I couldn't figure out how to get buffers to just place things into inventories. I'm not sure if they need like a transposer between, but I ain't gonna play with that. This is for ores. This is for ores that only require a furnace that can't be pulverized. Right here is the compressors for iridium, quartz dust, and what's the last one? I forgot what the last one is. Not matter. Uranus. Uranium. And this right here is golden nuggets, which gets pushed down. And I have this here set to go. I have this set to 125, or 225. I can't read today. 256 for seconds, and that's to decrease lag for all of these being pulsed at once, like this row and that row being pulsed at once, and this little babby right here. But what happens is inside of the furnace, it'll pull a stack at a time, and I think that's because it just can't take one from the furnace, and that's just like vanilla Minecraft mechanics when pulling something out of a furnace and whatnot. It'll still only pull one from there, so that's not too bad. Oh, goodness. Let's see here. Yeah, this is looking pretty freaking snazzy. I'm I'm actually loving it quite a bit. Let's go back up here, and yeah, I just love the glass. Thank God for micro blocks. Oh, and the first floor. I can show that off too. So let's go downstairs. I have a portable hole that I never use. Whee! So all the pods are now outfitted with 3 routers on top, and it'll make sure that it gets load balance between the 3. That way there's no jams and stuff like that, and whatever gets pooped out will be picked up by these kick-ass little golems, which are very depressed. Depressed little golems. They're way too dumb to do anything else. Anyways, got covers so they won't, covers the panels so they won't touch the barrels and on the interiors as well, looking down. And everything is doing good. Oh, this one right here is going to be the new UU matter pod. So what I can do is I can grab my ender pouch. There it is. I'm just going to slap it. Where did he go? What is he doing here? What you doing there, buddy? Are you stuck? No, you want something. What does he want? Whoop. See, he doesn't want anything. What does he want? Dude, you okay, dude? Oh no, he was just stuck. Okay. God, these golems can be a little derpy sometimes. Okay, give me a bunch of you. I haven't upgraded the pods yet with the routers on the pods. I haven't updated them yet with all of the fun stuff for... Yeah, see, look at this. Not too bad. That's how I imagine the sound goes. Yeah. Actually, I haven't tried just hardcore load like this yet to see what it does. Oh, see? Yeah, that's tight. It just... Oh, one's going up. I don't know where it's going. Not bad. I wonder where that one went. Yellow. Oh, okay. Just bounces back. I'm still a red power noob, so I don't quite know what's going on half the time. Wow, that's seizure-inducing. Yeah, it just figures it out. I need to put bandwidth and stuff on these. See, each one will get bandwidth, speed boost, and I think that's it. Bandwidth and speed boost. Since there's no more hoppers to get in the way and whatnot, it works out pretty well. What else? Oh yeah, the incinerator. That's the last little tidbit that I did up in here. Pumpkin pie. Alright, the incinerator. I was originally going to go with lava, but I didn't want the server to have to calculate the bouncing around and stuff like that. If you're wondering what the Hanford site over here is, I'll explain that in a second. This is basically it. Just a bunch of tesseract, or just one tesseract with a bunch of weight pipes on it. Nothing too major. Did I brick in here? I'll cover these up since I don't need it. And I'll put this away. And I'll put that lever away as well. There we go. Clean. Okay, Hanford site. You don't know what Hanford is? Yeah. It was a... just Wikipedia, I guess. But essentially, we needed more oil. We need oil quickly, and this was one of the easy ways of doing it, which is using some magical Husuma fudge that Cope's made. It's an, I guess, oil fabricator, which are pretty tight. Liquid, yeah. And this is all his stuff. I honestly can't say what half that junk is. What we're going to do is we're going to move this behind here. That way if the bees can't produce, the Hanford site kicks in. The Hanford walls. And it just pumps directly in. Like, you'll set it up with when fuel gets to like 75% or lower. No, was it 25% or lower? It'll kick on, something like that. But yeah, it's coming along pretty nicely in here. I'm quite pleased with the progress thus far. The next thing I want to do is clean up this frickin' mess. It looks nasty and it needs to be clean. and in line with what it should be. So I will work on cleaning that up next, and I will be back soon when I got some kind of discernible like thought on how this is going to be done. Anyways, be back soon. Just found out an issue with the sorting machine. Apparently sorting machines don't interface with tesseracts, so I put a chest buffer in here for now, which I think will be adequate to solve some of my problems that I was having. But yeah, I'll show you what I was doing when I found this out. Ugh, dang it. Let's go down here. And down here? Yeah. There we go. Space in inventory. I want items in inventory. Yeah, items in inventory. There we go. So I was draining this pod, essentially. And it goes directly back into the warehouse where it's being filtered up into... Let's use this more. This guy right here. And it looks like it's keeping up, which is pretty freaking snazzy. This is with the speed boost and the bandwidth boost. That way if stacks at this, it doesn't, you know, crash, shit a brick and stuff like that. But it's working! Just need to migrate the resources from this pod to that pod, and it's pretty much good to go. And then start working on nether stuff, I think. Because I want glowstone. We need glowstone, and soul sand, and netherrack. Again. Anyways, yeah, back to work. Let's go ahead and zone into the warehouse. And you'll be greeted with the new setup. I have thermal expansion junk over here, got a soul forge, blue electric furnace, alloy furnace, still need to set up the power for that. I also have, what is this? Liquid transposer. This is a rolling machine, another liquid transposer for the red guy. Molten redstone. Oh, and then we have all the IC2 stuff. And then we have a charging bench over here that still needs power. I'm still working on that. But it all came together. I want to have... I put wood on the edges over there so that the golems wouldn't... Oh no! The golems wouldn't come over here and interfere with all this breaking stuff. Just need to get the power stuff situated again so that everything's hooked up and working fine again. But that's kind of a small thing. However, I have noticed that it is about time to wrap up. So, it's been a lot of work today. Redid the sorting system, redid all of this. Just generally did a lot of stuff. So, yeah. I've been Azuzu. Thanks for watching, and I will see y'all later. Take care.